I'm not just a palm reader. I've got a master's degree in health education, and I was getting my master's. I'm an old school teacher. I was getting my master's in my 40s, and I started reading these palmistry books when I was, doing classes for my master's degree, and found this old book written by this medical doctor, Dr. Eugene Scheiman, told how you could see the spine in that headline. Most of your palmistry books just call it the headline. It's the head and spine line, because your spine is going to show in that line. The health of your spine is. And by golly, when I was reading palms, I started using that, and that's absolutely true. Some people have even gone and had x-rays on their spine, and it shows them exactly as they show in the hand. And your spine's in fairly good shape. Find that chart that says Understanding Your Cervical Spine. Look down at the bottom, see there's a picture of a vertebrae down there. That's that bony process in your spine. 2 nerves come out of each side of the vertebrae. The spinal cord's on the inside, and then 2 nerves come off of each side. Oh, I spelled vertebrae wrong. And they come off the spinal cord. So find your chart now that says Chart of Effects of Spinal Misalignments. See the spine on the left-hand side. The next column is the name of the vertebrae: cervical, thoracic, lumbar, tailbone. The next column is areas. That's the area that the nerves go to when they exit each one of those vertebrae. The head, the eyes, the cheeks, the vocal cords, the neck, the thyroid, the heart, the lungs, gallbladder, etc. And then the next column is the effects. And that's the effects that you get if that vertebrae is turned out of place. Those vertebrae are very flexible. Easy for them to turn out of place or get moved, dislodged a little bit, or the nerves go out into the body. They intermesh with the muscles, and if that gets out of place at all, it sends a little pain signal along that nerve, and it intermeshes with that muscle, and then it gets a muscle spasm in it and it holds the vertebrae out of place. So you only got a couple of little places there where you're kind of along in the neck area, right at the base of the neck. You're leaning over those computers too much. I call it the interneck. N-E-C-K. When you bend over a lot over that internet, it kind of stresses that neck out of place, especially if you've been bending over, for 2 or 3 hours. And it kind of moves those vertebrae out of place. So you can fix that with this little therapy. I had no medical doctor show me this little therapy you can do to pop that neck back in place. And if you've leaned over your computer quite a bit, it'll pop that right in. I show this to a lot of my office workers, and boy, they do it once at lunchtime and once when they get off work, and they say it sure helps their spine, straightens up their spine quite a bit. And just sit up straight in a chair or stand up, put your arms right straight out in front of you, lock your fingers together. Now turn your palms over backwards and raise your arms above your heads. That means your elbows are straight, your palms are facing the ceiling, and push your arms backwards, back, and that'll go pop, 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 pop. It'll pop those vertebrae back in place. And then don't worry about the pops. Doctors, a couple of doctors have told me it's just the gases releasing when the vertebrae pop back in place. Do that after you've used that darn computer and get rid of that internet.